Hello there. This is a pick a card reading for what is to come in the month of August. This is a look ahead into August 2022. Okay, so we've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you're drawn to more than one, then please listen to that intuition and watch both piles. This is just an overall energy. It's not an exact of what will be ahead for you. And please remember to only take what resonates. Leave anything that is fear-based, confusing, negative, anything like that behind. You don't need it. Okay. All right, so we'll start with pile 1. Hello and welcome, group 1. Let's look at what's ahead for you in the month of August, overall energy. All right, so we do see some emotional loss here. Okay, we do see some sadness, some tears shed, feeling a sense of grief for some of you. Though because we are already so close to August, I feel this is something you would already be aware of, a source you would already be aware of. Okay, this could be reflecting on things that have been lost. This could just be feeling a bit alone. I also hear the word marginalized. Interesting. Can we enhance on group 1 here for the month of August, August 22, looking ahead. Okay, I feel like this is around also connected to somebody or something that was dishonest, that was not true. Okay. With the Empress energy here as well, there is a feeling of fertility. There is a feeling of new ideas and creativity. There's a feeling of high hopes, even a feeling of having the back turned in a way while somebody is being unwell here. Kind of intense. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, something is not over. There is something karmatic about this experience which will help to balance things, and we do see this sense of anxieties, worries, fears, overthinking. Anything else in August, overall energy, month of August for this person, please and thank you. All right, so I'm going to highlight a few things here. One thing I would like to highlight is the creativity. This is going to be very important for you in the month of August. Creative expression, creative ideas, even if it's business ideas, it's not directly something creative, typically like painting or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, it's getting creative about what you're doing. A lot of ideas are flowing through you. Despite this kind of sad energy, also even because of it. Okay, there can be something about the sadness, about the pain and the hurt that actually fuels or feeds in to you building these ideas up and whatever it may be. Okay, I'm not a fan of what you're having to go through here on a mental and emotional level, though I do understand that it's part of what needs to happen on your soul journey, on your path. I mean, it's like ripping the Band-Aid off. It's like we got to get through this period of time because it's just how it has to go. I mean, it's what's meant to happen here. The scales of karma have to be balanced. Things have to progress. And there's also a tough life lesson here that I feel like somebody's having to work through. Anything else, please and thank you for group 1, August. What's going on in August for group 1? Yeah, you're learning a lot because of this process. I do see some expansion financially for some of you, or just in general moving out of your comfort zone, whether this is an old relationship that you've been in for a long time, whether it is a place of living, of work, way of doing things, of money. I feel this sense of expansion, of you being pushed beyond your limits here, and this is good. Okay, it's uncomfortable at first and hard at first, but it's good. Also loving that Spirit gave 5 of Cups in reverse here. It is letting you know you're not going to spend the eternity of August in this sad or grief-filled energy. That's temporary. And actually, I would say around week 2 and a half, even as early as week 1.5 of August, you start to see a bit of a turnaround here when it comes to your emotions and how positive and optimistic you're starting to feel, okay? So the really down and out emotions, they're not forever. And actually a lot of expansion is coming beyond this. Even if something is kind of pushing you out of your comfort zone because it was hard for you to push yourself out, it's going to be very good for you, okay? I feel like this again is kind of a past energy influencing into August here. You could be pulling out of a shared resource with someone, a job with someone, but you could also be no longer I feel like you're no longer looking outside yourself for something here. For some of you, this does involve, you know, a partner, a person, a relationship, but that's not for everyone. Let me look at the overall challenge here in August. What is your main challenge in August 2022? What is your main challenge in August? Please and thank you. Remember, you guys can email us, frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com, for personal reading inquiries, especially if you want to go deeper into this. A lot of challenges. Main challenge in August, please and thank you. Yeah, it's going to be you being able to let your mind rest, to let yourself enjoy or reprieve with someone or just in general. Could also be about a travel, a trip. Anything else about challenge in August, please and thank you. I feel in the past here you gave up on some kind of an idea of how something could be, that something could be, it could be, you know, fantastical, that you could be emotionally fulfilled. I feel like you let that idea go a while ago. So why is that coming out as a challenge in August? A lot of past energies. It's like stuff is coming back around in August. Maybe there's a retrograde, because I'm feeling a lot of past energy, coming back around, even with judgment here. So maybe this is a person coming back. Maybe it's an old pattern or habit. Could be a younger water energy there, but I feel like this could also be you offering something again to this person or situation when they come back around, and being reminded of certain things here. I feel like the challenge... There's a challenge that affects your sense of self, perhaps your self-worth. There's also a challenge with this thing that comes back around, because you may not feel like you have what it takes to deal with it, approach it, something like this. Yeah, this could have been an old love situation. Could also be new love, but I feel all this is a challenge. Why is it all a challenge? Because of some kind of a hurt, a hit that you've taken in the past, a separation. Any other reason why this is all a challenge? Could also be because of your current status, if somebody new were to come in. Again, any challenges that you are facing, even 1 year prior to this, in a relationship or a connection, and it also connected to your self-worth, I feel like that's coming back around a bit in August, connected to this person or situation. There's also some challenges that are, you know, happening here directly related to travel, taking a trip or a journey or an adventure. I also feel like it's going to be a challenge to open up emotionally to something because of what's happened before, or because of the sense of self-worth here. Also because it may be challenging to juggle two, or to juggle multiple things, or to make balanced movement here, okay? I feel like it can be a challenge to release what's happened in the past and to just move forwards regardless. All right? Let's see if there's any advice. Any advice on how to move through these challenges, please and thank you. Any advice on how they can move through these challenges in August, please and thank you. Keep coming out in clumps. Any advice on how they can move through these challenges in August? Please and thank you. It's going to be a mixture between depending on yourself emotionally when it's necessary, and asking for help from others and depending on others emotionally when you need it. It's not shutting off completely, and it's also not completely depending on others emotionally. Finding emotional balance is going to be part of your advice. Knowing when to offer romance, love, and acceptance and when not to is going to be important. Knowing when to speak your truth and when not to is going to be important. I get read the room. You're going to need to read the room, not just for others who are in the room, but for yourself as well. You know, when are you needing to retreat emotionally? And can you give yourself that? When are you needing to connect to yourself emotionally? And when are you needing help from others or to connect with friends? It's kind of going to be about balancing your ecosystem emotionally and also logically and with your communication this month. Any other advice, please and thank you. I also feel like the truth is wavering for someone here. It will also be important for you to expose yourself and surround yourself with things that lift your spirits, not take them down, okay? Dealing with King of Cups energy or acting in King of Cups energy is recommended. It's part of your advice. You are advised not to get, into an engagement or a marriage or to sign a lease or to sign a really big contract or something in August, especially there's something about 2.5 weeks. Maybe it's into August, mid-August or something, or that 2-week mark, but definitely advised to move more towards this King of Cups energy, whether you're embodying this or you're dealing with it. That's a very generous energy. It's somebody who's very emotionally mature. It's somebody who is kind of on top of their game. They're facing forwards here. They're ready to receive and give, kind of that feeling, okay? So you could have help from this energy, or you, again, could be embodying this. Either way, it's part of your advice, so it's really recommended. For some of you, it's like not holding on to a hurtful connection and actually moving towards this other connection. Whoa. Interesting. Meditate on things that are a burden, hard work. Try to contemplate on them, not mentally, but energetically meditate on them. Learn, digest new information that you're drawn to learning here. And you may need to pull back from a hope, a wish, a dream that you've invested in. Whether this is a relationship, a person, or something else in the month of August, it may suit you well to give yourself a different perspective on something. To take a step back and get a bigger picture view on something here. Any other advice in August for group 1? All right. And we'll just go ahead and get an oracle card here. For anybody dealing with a situation with a person, relationship, first we'll grab one. And we'll just grab a general. Make the effort, but it's on its side. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. On its side, again, I feel like it's also about not overextending yourself and going to the things that lift your spirit up, not takes it down or pulls it down, okay? Because some of you, I feel like you've been dealing with a toxic kind of dynamic or energy or situation, and you could even be married or really deeply connected to that person or situation, and then somebody else comes along or something, or you see a different way to do something, and maybe that tests you a bit, your moral or something, but I feel ultimately it's about happiness here, okay? All right. That will not be for everybody. No bees in this bonnet. So this says, nothing can stand between you and your peace unless you let it. Nothing is worth lowering your vibration and losing your peace. Exactly. Let the bees of upset fly on by. Adopt a no bees in my bonnet policy and revel in the power of your unshakable serenity. Exactly what is going on in this reading here, exactly what is important. So again, whether you are embodying that energy, maybe you have to detach a little bit from someone and go more into yourself for this, or from a situation, but it's super important. All right, you guys, we send you lots of love. Take care. Hello and welcome, group 2. Let's go ahead and see what the month of August has in store for you overall. Nice. This is a really nice card to see. This is basically a sense of peace, if you felt upheaval, if you felt complications, arguments, chaos, limited action, this kind of energy around you, I feel in the month of August that this is smoothing out quite a bit for you, okay? Sorry, I'm going to put that down a little so it's easier to see. So yeah, nice. This could be a really nice relief or release from that chaotic or complicated energy. I feel like you're choosing you in the best way, in a good way. So that's really good. Let's go ahead and see if we can enhance on what's going on in August for you. Could also be unrestricted movement or motion. I feel like it hasn't been easy to reach this point or to get here, whether it's just that you stop caring, you're not caring anymore, and this is like healthier for you, or that it's just been a long road of arguments and chaos and conflict, and you should do this and you shouldn't do that. What else is going on in the month of August for group 2? Please and thank you. Yeah, I think you're just done. You're going to stop fighting through for something. You're going to stop just stressing yourself out, trying to make your way through the unknown, okay? I do think that there's a little disappointment or heartbreak involved in a situation or multiple situations in your life, but I don't see that it's overruling you or bringing you down in August. I actually feel it's part of what's motivating you to just let go of something that's brought you more, maybe more chaos than it has peace, all right? With Aquarius energy, the star there too, I feel very much that you are deciding to release something and maybe focus more on your dreams at this time, or how your dreams are evolving. I hear the evolution of your dreams, okay, of what it is that you desire or long to do or have in life. Anything else in the month of August, please and thank you. Part of the heartbreak could come as well because maybe you really wanted a situation to work out and it did not. There was too much conflict, too much unknown, too much confusion. So there's kind of like a letdown a little bit here. Yet we still see this wish fulfillment energy around. So even despite that, there is this wish fulfillment. Anything else going on in the month of August for group 2? Please and thank you. I don't really like to take like a little clump like that. I don't rely a lot on that. But I will say from there, it looks like there's an essence of manifestation going on, of you taking back control of your world, your life, your movement, which makes sense. That fits in with the energy. Anything else going on in August for group 2? Please and thank you. For some of you, you could feel a bit rejected in the beginning of August, a bit left out in the cold, or you could feel like your resources are limited. Could also get ghosted for somebody here, or not, could ghost somebody. Or you could just not hear from someone, or you could feel like movement is not happening with a situation, with something or someone here, and it causes you to move forwards and reevaluate things, okay? And I feel like ultimately when you do move forwards, you're going to recognize what a burden and a weight off of you this is, this release, this relief, yet there is a little bit of that heartache energy that comes with this, okay? I don't want to sugarcoat that too much because we've got the 3 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles with 8 of Wands in reverse. So, I mean, there is definitely a vibe to that is challenging. With the Empress on its side and the 4 of Cups on its side, I feel like you're very selective, very careful about what... I just saw 444 on the clock, by the way, quantum shift number for me. I feel like you're very selective about what you allow in, what you accept in, what opportunities you look at, what emotional offers you look at, and what you don't. You're very careful about how those fit into your creative vision here. And I feel like it's kind of part-time working on your dream, your vision, your creativity, or something like this in August, and part-time kind of dealing with this other stuff, okay? Anything else going on in August for group 2? August 2022 for group 2, please and thank you. All right, let's go ahead and look at your challenges. So I kind of feel like they're already out here. What are your challenges in the month of August, group 2? Please and thank you. What are your challenges in the month of August? Hard work, burdens. I feel like that's exactly part of what's going to get set down for you. Also, completion of hard work and burdens. Could be a challenge to see things through to the finish. Could be a challenge to work, to build. In August, you could find it just challenging to even detach from building something. Could also find it challenging grappling with the concept of, will something come back around or will it not? Will I get the truth of something or will I not? I do feel a lot of Leo energy. Yes, it is the Leo season, but I just feel a lot of Leo energy in this reading. Too many. Any other challenges? Giving and receiving emotions here. Love, feeling worthy. It flickers in and out in August, okay? There can be some childhood, familial stuff here as well when it comes to our emotional well-being that influences our stability in the month of August, though I feel like it's beyond this month. It's been around for a minute here. I don't think this is new, but we could be contemplating on how this affects us now. I do feel like stability, money, and relationships, money being career as well. There's a real focus on stability with career, money, and relationships in August, and perhaps how you feel like you're not achieving that or getting that, which is causing you to rethink a lot. Any other challenges? Could also be the end of a pretty significant relationship or connection or situation, career, and that is a part of this challenge. Before you find peace with the overall energy in August being that peace and that relief from the fighting and arguments and burden, which can be with family, partner, career, whatever it may be, you may find that you are reminded of how this conflict is. You're not totally free of it in August. I just feel overall it's a lot less, and there's a real peace about feeling that lessening and relief of arguments and chaos and go this way, do this, don't do that, limited action. Okay. The highlights in August, I feel, are the peace. You may not see it at first, but the relief or release from the situation is also a highlight, okay? What it's pushing you to do, also a highlight. Putting down this hard work, a highlight. Being more selective with what you let in, a highlight. Your hopes, wishes, and dreams, a highlight. Hard stuff, definitely the lack of movement, communication, this limited energy. Also this heartbreak, this heartache, okay? I don't feel like this is a full swing heartbreak. Either you've already been experiencing this, or it's a reminder, or it's on a scale where your heart's already been broken a lot. And so it's I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's, I feel like you recover from this heartbreak kind of quickly within a 3-week period or a few week period in a way. It doesn't mean it doesn't, hurt at all. It just means you recover quickly. Let's see if there's any advice for you guys. Any advice month of August for group 2? Please and thank you. I think your advice is to worry and focus, not worry, but focus on giving to yourself more than others during this time. Not worrying about appearances, like being really emotionally mature, calm, stable, generous. Could also be for you to move away from some kind of a water energy here, specifically a masculine water energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or just somebody who is very generous and in control, emotionally stable. Could be asking you to move away from that. Your advice is to be emotionally expressive, to take on emotional beginnings that are abundant, that allow you to maybe share your truth, cry, speak your truth, to receive emotional offerings from spirit, from people or things that really love you and support you, not from... That's why I think you're being really selected, not just from anybody, okay? Any other advice in the month of August? A lot of water as advice, taking on new watery beginnings here, emotional beginnings. Any other advice in the month of August for group 2? Please and thank you. There's a lot about balance here. Balance between, experiencing some kind of a letdown, a disappointment, a heartache, and also experiencing emotional contentment and satiety and self-satisfaction here and emotional independence. Both can coexist. You don't have to feel 100% down and out or 100% happy and free, but you can have a combination of both. These can coexist and you can find a happy balance between them. I also feel like careful of what you manifest, careful of what you wish for. This can be kind of heightened in August. The control that you have over your reality, there could be doubts about that at times. I also feel like the King of Wands here, this is like being in an energy of leadership. This is sometimes being angry or upset or frustrated, especially at things that have happened in the past. And I feel that this could be more honest and more raw for you in August than trying to act like it's all okay or all cool, Any other advice in August for this person we're reading for, please and thank you. Especially this King of Wands. Try not to dwell, especially because people that have been purged from your life haven't been that honest with you as it is, or they haven't really had the best of character here. Try not to worry about having it all together, especially for image sake or being on top of everything. It's not necessary. You are where you are. You're a human being right now. Emotions can get messy, and that's okay. All right? For those of you dealing in a relationship situation of any nature, anything in August for group 2, please and thank you. You have this is the romance of a lifetime, true love, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going with unrequited love. Okay, a little bit confusing. Let's go ahead and see why. Okay, hold on, sorry. They're telling me not to use that deck. So we'll use this deck, I guess. Can you indicate who this true love is? August, please and thank you. This is not at all what your reading looks like. But maybe that's because it has more to do with family or something else and not to do with a love situation. Okay, I see Piscean energy here, but also just somebody who's very intuitive. This can also be your intuition, really understanding and knowing who this true love is. And what about this engagement? I feel like engagement and true love, same. Some of you could literally be getting engaged or moving in or going to a deeper level in August. And maybe the sacrifice is all this change and endings with family, career, whatever else, you know. Maybe you decide to go into love more deeply or something for someone. Interesting. Again, there's a balance of you being emotionally satiated on your own, and also depending on others emotionally here. I do see the King of Pentacles in reverse, which usually would indicate moving away from, exiting with an earth sign. Queen of Swords in reverse, also air energy in reverse. Interesting. I don't know what to make of this. Who is the unrequited love with? Please and thank you. In August. There's like something that never finished or isn't fully over. And you've never shared your truth, or they haven't shared their truth fully here. This is where this unrequited love is. Could also have to do with this disempowerment and this resistance to healing and integration. Anything else to say about this romance of a lifetime and engagement for group 2, what this means? Some of this is further in the future. It's not in August. But yet I also feel it from the past. Some of you, this is fire energy. And for others of you, it's kind of a water energy. I see air and earth in reverse here. Doesn't have to be the case, but I see a lot of fire and I see a lot of water. And I feel like some of you are fire watching. Especially Venus, if we're talking about love. The more you heal emotionally, the more you attract this energy. I will say also we have more than one, you know, I mean, it's not just one forever. Don't put so much pressure on that. It doesn't have to be that way when it comes to love. But whatever this is strong. The unrequited love feels like somebody else. The true love and the engagement, this feels like I get both past and future with this. It's just very interesting energy. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if that resonates, if that's something that I don't understand there. All right, let's pull another oracle card for you, especially for those of you who aren't dealing with love at all. Remember, you guys can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. We can go more into stuff personalized to you. Closing message for group 2, please and thank you. Closing message for group 2, please and thank you. You have let go. As you awaken, you become aware of the never-ending conveyor belt of bliss. When you absorb the nectar of each gift and release it when it's time to let go, you realize attachment comes from not trusting there's always more where that came from. That's beautiful. Yeah, I feel like this abundance energy is something that will come through a bit later for some of you. We also have big red bow. Imagine everything you look at as a gift wrapped in a gigantic red bow. Your car, your cat, your washing machine, your bills, even your family members. Gaze upon the tangible and intangible aspects of your life and behold how blessed and lucky you are. Beautiful. Gratitude. To you, from you. No teacher, preacher, parent, or spiritual advisor knows you better than you do. You've come too far to go back. It's time to let the awakened dreamer within lead you up the next rung on the ladder of your life. Let confusion fall away. You know exactly what to do. Exactly that. All right, you guys, we send you a lot of love and a lot of wellness. Take care of yourselves. Hello and welcome, group 3. Thanks so much for being here. Let's see what August has in store for you. Nice. I feel this is a release and a relief, or at least we're coming out of anxieties, fears, worries, bad dreams, overthinking, this kind of an energy that comes with the 9 of Swords, okay? Let's go ahead and see what else. What else is going on in the month of August for you? The month of August for group 3. Please and thank you. Okay, something slows down or even stops moving altogether. This could be with a love situation, though I do feel also the essence of new love. Okay, now if something slows down or stops or halts in August for you around a love connection or a situation, even a friendship or a new person in your life, this is because somebody here has been not true, not very good for you or to you here. Something has been very limited in their mindset, could have even been an energy of betrayal. I feel like you are seeing something. Something is completing here in the month of August. You're going to feel a relief from some of these anxieties and burdens, because you're also going to feel a deeper connection to your spirit, to a soulmate that is in spirit, or to your spirit energy here, that's going to kind of guide you while this is all happening. And I think you're going to really understand that some of the source of these anxieties has actually been this relationship connection or dynamic. You could be making a literal move with the world, but this is also a completion of a long-standing cycle. You could also be breaking out of some kind of an institution here, some kind of a formal, this is like a formal situation. There is some kind of a slow-moving offer here with the Knight of Pentacles. Something a bit heavy, guarded. What is this Knight of Pentacles? It could be money, actually. Money on its way to you, making its way to you slowly but surely. What else is going in August here? August for group 3. Nice. The wait is over for some things. The wait is still on for others. It's very much universal timing right now. You cannot force, speed up, or stop time, okay, with things that are happening in your world right now. I do feel occasionally we are tempted to argue about issues in the past or fight against old things that have happened, things that people have said to us that have hurt us, old mindsets, things that we carry with us. We want to fight against this at times, but not always. I also feel like there's a temptation to go, at times there's a temptation to go backwards to an old fling, an old passion, an old flame, but it's only at times. This could be the distinguishing factor in how you begin to understand that it's the source of some of this anxiety has actually been a certain connection or something going on in your life, someone you're connected to. Anything else here for what's going on in the month of August for group 3? Please and thank you. The moon, I feel like this is you getting into touch with your own world, with your inner self, with how you really feel, not how somebody else feels, but how you really feel. I also feel some of you are being moved forwards, not necessarily against your will, because your will wants you forwards, but it might not feel like your choice. Like it's just like the universe is carrying you forwards and you're like, wait, but what about that? But I feel like a lot of you are really listening to your guidance, and that's helping. Whoa, okay. Any advice for group 3 in the month of August? Wait, clear that. Clear that. Not advice. First, let's just see if there's any challenges. Any challenges in the month of August for group 3? Please and thank you. Challenge, I think, is that completion with the world, that move. I also feel like refusing or detaching from a certain passion may be a challenge. You could either deny or reject a passionate offer, a passionate beginning. This could also be about, you know, rejecting sex or sensuality or a creative project. I feel like moving on and forwards from this and allowing this to complete, allowing yourself to detach from passion here, like well-being over the passion, is a little bit of a challenge, which makes sense. Anything else? Also, the way that you might associate this passion to your dream, hope, wish. It could feel challenging, like you're like letting something go in a way. It may also be a challenge to deal with this energy that's a bit betrayal, limited, backstabby, like this not that great energy. It could be a challenge to recognize that that's what somebody's doing. You may be somebody that doesn't like to see others through that light, but that might exactly be what's been happening. There could be a challenge to allow yourself to be moved forwards, to allow the flow to happen, to just let things happen, to let, you know, things come out, the truth come out, to let things be seen and said without you actively taking your own action to manage it or something like this. There could be a real challenge just letting stuff happen, okay, and trusting also what's happening. Yeah, there could also be a challenge around either a distorted, manipulative energy or around feeling in control, feeling like you have any power at all to manifest. Also a challenge around, again, the tempo of things, the speed of things, especially when it comes to endings and transformation. Maybe some things aren't ending soon enough. Maybe some things you don't want to end, but you can feel that they're gonna. Okay. What is your advice in the month of August? Group 3, what is your advice? Please and thank you. Allow the wheels of fate, of the universe, to turn at their tempo, at their discretion. This is your like oversoul, your higher self's path, in a sense. The way that the stars and the planets will move, the way that everything will turn. Sometimes it can feel like a hassle or frustrating, but trust, the most that you can trust that this is turning in your favor, the better, because it is, okay? Something better, something very, very nice is always around the next turn. And we just allow ourselves to go with the flow here. Sometimes when we fight is when it starts to feel more, I'm not saying you don't, be human, but it's more this feeling of allowing good things to happen. But sometimes it's hard to recognize that it's good things that are happening. Okay. Any other advice? It also can be about allowing something to finish, allowing it to complete. Try to listen to your intuition the best you can, because it's very strong, it's very on point. And I also feel like allowing yourself to be out of control a bit, to release some control here, to be a bit vulnerable, is going to be important in August. If you try to maintain control, it can also be trying to maintain an illusion. You have what you have to offer, you have what you have to give. New emotional opportunities and offers are available here, but you are advised, I hear, to seek wise counsel, and also advised to, not stretch yourself. You are what you are, and you have to give what you have to give, but you don't need to pressure yourself to give more than you're capable of, you know? Just be what you are and give what you can. And same for accepting. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. Yeah, I feel like being with friends, being in an energy of celebration when you can is very important in August for you. Okay. For those of you dealing with a person, a relationship or connection, we'll grab a card and then we'll just grab an overall closing oracle. Group 3, month of August. Please and thank you. We have love yourself first. Very important. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It just makes you feel better too. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I feel a lot of future energy in both of these. There's like a very future vibe. I also see a fire and an earth kind of vibe here with the colors. I definitely feel like you can't beat yourself up or blame yourself, especially for being loving to someone or to people in your life, okay? I don't think that's ever wrong. It's not like you're the fault if somebody's shitty that you express your love to. That doesn't take away how valuable it is that you express that you give that, okay? Another closing message, please and thank you. Nice. We have contagious joy. Your dream life is not about fame, fortune, or the kind of car you drive. The telltale sign that you're living your dream life is the perfume of your contagious joy. Beautiful. I do feel a lot more joy this month, a lot of heightened energy into joy. I mean, just with the Nine of Swords reverse, it's a real relief from a lot that plagues you, mentally especially. We have let go. As you awaken, you become aware of the never-ending conveyor belt of bliss. When you absorb the nectar of each gift and release it when it's time to let go, you realize attachment comes from not trusting there's always more where that came from. Yeah, that one came out in the last pile too. Lucid living. Ask yourself, am I dreaming right now? The answer is yes. You are dreaming all the time, whether you are awake or asleep. With this awareness, identify the ways in which you will fly, expand, and explore your unlimited nature while sleeping and while awake. Beautiful. All right, you guys, that's what we have for you. Email us if you want a personal to go more in depth. But until then, we send you lots of love and wellness. Take care. Hello and welcome, Group 4. Let's see what the month of August has in store for you. Overall energy is a feeling of progress, which is great. You may not always see this progress. You may feel like nothing is actually working, that it's more work than it's worth, that nothing's actually going to come about, or you may not see where this is going to come from, how it's going to come. But you are making progress here, and that is positive, all right? Let's see what else we can say about this in the month of August for you, Group 4. What is going on in the month of August for Group 4? Please and thank you. Month of August, Group 4. Interesting. This is about giving and receiving emotions or love, especially as connected to our self-worth, connected to how comfortable we are with that, based on our childhood experiences, on our youth experiences. With it on its side, I feel like there's a contemplation about this, or a back and forth about this, and maybe even instability. Sometimes we feel like we're enough or worthy, sometimes we don't, or vice versa, something in this category, okay? I also see with the Ace of Swords here in reverse, there's some kind of a harnessing of, maybe a suppression of, holding back, communicating a hard truth here. Not necessarily accessing a new mindset quite yet in August. I do feel like there's energy about people around you in focus in August as well, not just your own here. Also seeing some kind of a completion, perhaps a move for some of you. Group 3 had this as well. I feel like the wait is over for something to move forwards here, okay? And for some of you, there could be a younger fire sign in focus here, or you could be feeling kind of feisty, fiery about things that have happened in the past before. It could even be somebody returning from the past, like an old fling, okay? Or somebody you used to have a thing for. I do see a hope, a wish, a dream here with the star in focus in August. That could be something that you decide to move towards, move on, build again. That could even be where that Knight of Wands energy is. It's like you might not have it all figured out or together, but you're going to try again. You're going to go back and give it another shot. Kind of retrograde energies here. Anything else in August for group 4? Please and thank you. Nice. In the near past and moving into, so this would have been probably in July as well, if not even further before, moving into August, we do see a sense of being in control of our life here, or being all right with who is in control around you, and feeling a sense of emotional satisfaction and emotional satiety. I do see a lot of focus on the past in August, but it's not negative. Be getting a promotion at work. So again, something that feels like it's coming back around from the past here, whether it's a passion or somebody. You could be feeling seen, feeling recognized, feeling attractive. You could be feeling sensual. You could be feeling, this could be like you start seeing somebody on the side or something, a third party energy, something this way. Ace of Cups in reverse. I also feel like you are closing off to telling your truth, communicating your truth, and emotional connections with somebody around you in this month. Whether it's yourself or someone around you, I don't know, I just feel a close off a little bit. Could be definitely taking action on moving towards who or what you love, what you want, and them towards you. You could just be considering your options for happiness. Which way do I want to go? What do I want to do? Especially if you feel like what you're doing and progressing on isn't actually working. Not bad energy though, I gotta say. Let's look if there's any challenges. Any challenges for you in the month of August that Spirit would like to point out? Please and thank you. Any challenges for you in the month of August? Could be a challenge to take a break or a reprieve mentally even, either with someone, within a connection, or even like a trip. Could be a bit of a challenge with this. Something could feel a bit dull here for you. Okay, the Lovers, so new love or a relationship could be a bit of a challenge. A long-term investment could be a challenge here. Why are these challenges in August? Please and thank you. Past energy makes these challenges. Is it my intuition or is it my fear? What to bring out of hiding and what not? Could also be a Piscean energy here and fire energy. I feel like getting the truth, clarity, or finding happiness about a situation could be part of the challenge. And I also feel here like giving and receiving romantic offers, emotional love feels like a challenge, okay? I don't know why. It's like you're a bit guarded, uncertain. There's some kind of a guard, a wall with that. Whether it's that you aren't able to fully be present emotionally when you're offering to someone, or you don't know how they'll take it. Balancing or juggling two, or just balancing life in general and making movement can be a challenge. I feel like the flow, the balance, feeling in control of that flow and balance is a challenge in August. Anything else, please and thank you. Again, I feel like there's a challenge about, and I feel like this is you making the offer. I mean, it could be you receiving the offer, but I feel like this is you making offer. And I feel like you have to be really guarded and the tempo is off, okay? I do see this King of Cups energy here as well, which is like emotional maturity and generosity. Could also be you dealing with the King of Cups energy, but there's just some kind of challenge about how to make an offer, at what pace, you know, how guarded, how not guarded do I need to be? Do feel earth energy here. Yeah, there could be a real question about if something is happily ever after or not. I feel like you could have a challenge to move towards something. You may feel more like you want to sit on it, or again, move towards it very in and out, or very guarded, okay? All right, let's see if there's any advice. Any advice for who we're reading for in the month of August, please and thank you. Any advice in the month of August? Some of you are dealing with two energies or multiple energies. Open up emotionally the most that you can to what feels right for you to accept emotional offers, accept emotional opportunities. You know, try not to let your pride or ego get in the way of that. Try not to let your hurt or your stubbornness or your pain or resentment get in the way of that. If somebody's offering you a lifeline, an opportunity to emotionally connect, you should take it. We have Nine of Pentacles here as well. So there's advice to nurture your long-term investments because they have really nice outcomes to them. To nurture them with love. There's a night owl energy here and a lot of abundance here as well, okay? There could be a very important person in your life too for a long time. They're worth investing in. It's worth nurturing this connection. This could also have nothing to do with a person. Any other advice in August for this group? New beginnings, falling back in love perhaps with something or someone, and trying to let your guard up a bit, trying to connect a bit. You can shut somebody or something out if you want, but just understand that you don't have to. You can still, something can still happen here if you want to open up, you know. I feel like this is all about taking new beginnings with money as well, job, home, something like that. This is very healing for you, okay? I feel like it's an opportunity in August to expand your money or your resources, and you're recommended to take that. I also feel here like we don't need to run by the same dynamics of giving and receiving love and self-worth that we always have. I feel there's an option to heal here if you take it. There's a real option to heal here. Five of Pentacles in reverse. There's a real option to expand financially as well, or to just feel more included. But you have to include yourself, you know. Somebody can't do this for you. Something can't do this for you. Anything else here? Any other advice in August for this person, please and thank you? I hear take it. Take the opportunity or the new job or the, you know, that thing. Take it. If it feels right, take it. It's time to release some of the anger and burdens and arguments and frustrations and hurts from the past. It's time to stop fighting against the past. It's time to embrace the now and move forward. You're going to feel better and more whole for it, okay? There's a lot of healing that you've done here, and that's great. It shows. Anything else for this person for advice? Please and thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and grab a Romance Angels card here. And this, even if you're not in a romantic dynamic and you're just dealing with someone, could have some words. And then we'll also grab a closing oracle message. Remember, you guys can email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. Whoa, there's a lot for you guys. Engagement. So for some of you, your love life has or is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? This retreat especially is about going within yourself and not being totally emotionally, again, stuck to your own world. It's good to open up and to expand into this, okay? And to give people and things the chance. Of course, where it fits, not everybody, right? Anything else? Closing message, please and thank you. Yes, several. You have expanded your capacity for blessings. It's impossible to count the innumerable blessings you have in this life, but try anyway. What you appreciate appreciates. This is the secret sauce for magnetizing even more for which to be grateful. Yes, it is. It works. Brighten and enlighten in spite of being frightened. Exactly. Don't run away from that which scares you. Move toward it with open arms. Join forces with your allies and angels. Together, blast fear with so much love that it transforms before your eyes into a healing elixir. Beautiful. And rise to the level of art. One of the best things you can do to support the people around you is to be the best version of yourself you can be. Don't try to teach anyone a lesson. Instead, raise your thoughts, feelings, and energy to the level of art. As you are lifted, all are lifted. Beautiful. All right, group 4, that's what we have for you. We send you lots of love and wellness. Take care of yourselves.